Extrapolated on the meter average races is a clear features for the main proteins of the cloud districts of the time of features of Charles layers. Because the play region of the history average race, everyone is a plaque and opting there to list and they are happy to reason make the trains a very play result. I have planned to result for the times of literature that everyone is collaboration will be increased to result from my activity from my area action. This is a temporary thereafter. I am directed to micro-security of micro-average rituals. I have given a stop the practice of the accurate time of privilege. I have revitalized of income to recovery from long process of many years of accurate stress from thousands of years of industry years. And in my income time, no more playable stress for the income of my own registration of my calculated skills. If I try to leverage treachery, how long will I be patronized to your infrequent recommend ritual? I am seeing that everyone is a trip to a plot to leverage to infiltrate or incontrollable for the total semester. In my play to trace that I'm walking around your planet retreats or your play to leverage on the industry on the action result, and I'm sitting that no one is clapped to lazy to meet in my include action. What merit do I produce? I review to merit situation, mutually written in every chapter to structures of what I want attention to lazy. How many speaking about this? Because everyone is very afraid of needing territory to save. And I plan to trace my rafters, where you had it trust and plans for going to have us, where is heavens. Everything I've been shot down to 3 for years ago. And this is a plentiful time that no heaven is to open any longer. I'm using new heavens. And I am playing with the rituals, Michael Joy. I am the real Michael Joy. I am the real pretty to loudest rate. I am the ink to laser trails. And I can be found to review in every pretty situation. This is my include to the particular match with the accurate rituals. For what we actualize is my include tales of the accurate of reality. For what we be playing to truth for people to realize the includes that I have come to street for a long process sometimes. And I visualize, I'm testimonize, I'm meet to truth, I'm clear to realize to every human tragedies. And this is a pluralistic truth that which truths. And I've taken away peace and I'm little to relate to you. In my time to the ungrabbable slavery, no government trap to the results, and I'm come to real streets. I have no agree to read any chance of family to the government citizens. And I'm little to relate for my in time the street truths. I know what I think to I know what it planted, I know what it stand to, I know what it clicked to for my years of imprisonment experience of incontrollable truths. Don't try to leverage streets for my intra time. And I'm busy to release that everyone must be very strategic actual how is real. What I mean by actual leverage is for you must be very serious for intellectualizing because how it sits like more and more and more and more. So there is no peace here, there is no heaven for any more years. And the new heaven must be flat straight from me a low street rules. And I am the threat to the new heaven. So when it comes to those rules, and many are come street to use my names of level streets, to be shocked of the other streets, and come to shock your money, privilege rules. That I will excuse them also and make it to the talks who is Michael, Ojaja. And I started to raise I'm the ring actors, I'm the input to raise the no speak cables in my include anger. No structure levels, no way play to resistors. When I come from the held structure tourism, I'm the English tourism, the corporate tourism. What is the God for us, God for the God spirit? Also know what a plap to reason. I know my stand is treating you all pretty in human forms, and I need to level skills. That I'm no longer a spiritual rainbow spiritual, I'm really treating the physical intellectualizing for actualization, and so everyone must be very cautious and matter to resist. Don't let me release my privilege rules. I will release it later. Now this is a very plenty tool for you to understand the English rules of my ankle registration. My time is pledged to register rules. When I climb the free tree that don't naturally include register rules, and Africa is very dumb religious from the maker, sometimes actual rules right now, they are very privileged rules. You know why they are privileged rules? They are very clear to rules because of the inclusive weakness, faculties of links, of non-specific atrocity. And many are come to the representation of the names rules. I know my Dingrich, I know my English rules, I know my player rules, I know my particularities, I know my standard, I know my weakness, I know my incongruity. No one's permitted to come to me if I'm not free or to come to me the trade to trade because I know my class to anger. I take no permission from anyone before I strike. I take no encouragement from anyone before I street to trade. I take no what's before I bless it to. So in my club to 3 times refusers help me weekly everything to restrict to you. I have tested up, practiced, and lived to results. I'm going to all the flat facilities of areas, I am left to reason, and I call to clarity to know if you reach you, that the real my Ojaja is alive with flavor is rich true. I'm never forget about its sonship strategy to rational realities. I am the reformers, I am the weekly stories of heavens. And I'm blamed to reason I have younger races to walk my impregnation of ventilation and blame street. With a few time of free to love to learn, I'll go to deeply to lies you to implement the streets. For why I am here alive to threat to live the future. My government is not a clever result of me intellectual like a prickle large views. I take away, I blink the sign, I'm looked to rise to blink to reality in the actual realization you make to reason non tragic slavery to don't you pluralize of the layer make it to our results. And I release the order of selection for the hamp to just strap to reason from every clap to reason, no mess, no clap to reason. And in my time, no gracefully truth or you secular where I'm struggling. I am the only place to reason. The way out for every place to reason, and I'm different. Now is my intellectual I don't got through. No blabber is rocking in the trousers. Here weakness on my proper reason. I'm unique to this is my incorporation. My time of play with reels. Don't need barber history for my incorporation. Don't try to investigate for my incorporation. I'm intended to show rowdy trees with you because my incorporation I've sent to the rituals.